What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's your boy CC Semtex from Team Obey Pro coming to you with the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, expectations for WWE 13. Like I told y'all in the last video, I'm a little slow, so you gotta bear with me. So yeah, this is expectations that I have for WWE 13. Now we've heard rumors and speculations and all this and that. I'm just gonna go to the roster real quick. Now check this out. Okay, you have a huge roster here. A very good in-depth roster. I could have done without Axe and Smash myself, you know, but whatever. But this roster here is good. Okay, I don't know how many people is on this roster, and I'm not gonna count because I don't want to bore you. But what I'm being told is that WWE 13 will actually have a 79-man roster, which I have OCD. Why not just add somebody else in there like D'Lo Brown or something and make it 80 even? But whatever. So a 80-man roster or a 79-man roster. But what I'm being told is that you're gonna have Attitude Era, like for instance, Attitude Era Christian with the long hair from the Brood or something. And then you're gonna have this Christian of today, and you're gonna have Attitude Era Mark Henry with the Nation of Domination, and then you're gonna have Mark Henry with no hairline of today. So the question to me is, why is there gonna be two different people for the, like, okay, obviously there's going to be two different Undertakers. There's gonna be the one with the mohawk, and then there's going to be the old school Attitude Era Undertaker. Or it might be this Undertaker and the old school Attitude Era Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness. So, whatever. I just think that's kind of pointless. I think you could really fill in those spots with some really unique characters from the Attitude Era. You're bringing back the Godfather, from what I understand. I'm not Billy Gunn and Road Dogg are going to be back. X-Pac's going to be back. But bring back the Ministry, I mean, to fill up spots. If you're going to do that, bring back Steve Blackman. Bring back Marvelous Mark Merrill. Put Jacqueline and Sable in there. They were huge in the Attitude Era. Bring Sunny in there, even though she left kind of right before the Attitude Era. Or at least it seemed like she just kind of faded off and disappeared. But bring Sunny in there. If you're going to have divas this year, put some divas in there that are worth something. Don't give me the Bella Twins. Listen, I know the Bella Twins are hot. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. But the Bella Twins suck, and they should not be in the ring. Okay, so go away. Go away, Bellas. Give me the Hart Foundation. Give me Jim the Anvil Neidhart if he wants to be in the game. I know they got the whole Hart family against WWE thing because of the Owen Hart situation. But listen, if you're gonna put Bulldog in the game, you know, you might as well put Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Make sure Brett's in the game, because Brett was there kinda at the start of the Attitude Era too, before he went to WCW. So put those guys in there. Pay homage to Brian Pillman, for crying out loud. He had a heart attack when he was working for you. Not on your show, but I mean still, freaking put Brian Pillman in there and let him be a part of the Hart Foundation like he was. So, you know, you could do a lot of things. Put Psycho Sid, D'Lo Brown. You know what I'm saying? Give me the Job Squad. Give me Hardcore Holly and Al Snow and Blue Meanie as gimmick characters. I mean, you give me Santino every year. Nobody wants Santino. Fuck Santino. He might be funny. Okay, listen, Santino's funny. But fuck him. Fuck him. He doesn't do anything. So, you know, it's just as relevant as giving me Axe and Smash. I mean, me personally, I know they're legends and all this and that, but I don't give a shit about Axe and Smash. I really don't. I don't give two shits and a sandwich about Axe and Smash. They are the only two people in the tag team thing that I take out of the universe on my damn universe mode. Okay? Now, that's just a little something for the rosters. Okay? But now, let me go into a little bit more depth with this, and let's talk about the matches. Okay, you give us Match Creator, in WWE 12, and that's all well and dandy offline, But online, listen, there is some times that we want to have some epic battles with our friends online, and we cannot, because online will not allow, if I can get to it, online will not allow us to have a Hell in a Cell Iron Man match online for 60 minutes. If we're willing to play 60 minutes online, then why not let us play 60 minutes online? I don't think anybody would go to the match and accept it if it said 60-minute Iron Man match Hell in a Cell, if they didn't want to play it for that long amount of time. So if we're willing to play it, me and my homeboy Jax, okay, my brother from another mother, me and Jax, okay, we wanted to have a 3 stages of hell. That's not in the game. That needs to be in the game for WWE 13. That was huge for Attitude Era. Very huge. Very huge. Triple H and Stone Cold, I'm telling you, it was huge. Now, I just want to show you guys what we were forced to deal with right here. And don't get me wrong, I like WWE 12, I like WWE games, okay? But it was just to the point of, like, what the hell? Because, okay, I go one-on-one. Where is it at? I can't even do an Iron Man match. I can't do an Iron Man match? I will throw this game out the fucking window. Are you serious? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't agree with this. I can't do an Iron Man match. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but fuck this. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. And like I said, I don't know how long this video is going to be. This video might be 20 minutes long. I'm just gonna bring to you guys some stuff that should be in WWE 13. Okay, community creations, fix it. It's broken. Nothing works. Nothing at all works. It's broken. Okay. The only time I can use community creations, and I live on the West Coast, so it is 12:55 for me right now in the afternoon. The only time I can use this is at 4 o'clock in the morning. That is ridiculous, and that's because nobody is on it at that time. Nobody is on the game at that time. That is ridiculous. Fix the servers. If Call of Duty can have 18 people shooting noob tubes in fucking Ground War, you should be able to at least let me download 3 wrestlers without getting kicked off or servers disconnected or whatever the fuck you guys have. Fix it. Fix it. Like I said, I love the games, but these are big issues that need to be fixed, and it just makes me angry that the game is so good, but the stuff on it it's just broken. It's just broken. Okay, so moving along. King of the Ring tournament. King of the Ring tournament. Huge throughout the Attitude Era. Huge before the Attitude Era. Huge after the Attitude Era. Why is it not in here? I know they don't do it anymore in real life, but fuck that. That is something that needs to be on this game. Now, what I'm being told is that special guest referee is being brought back. It needs to be brought back with 1 or 2 referees. That option needs to be there. I can do without this championship scramble. I really can. Free brawl. Let's talk about the free brawl. Okay, because I'm going to run through everything. Free brawl. Listen, I like to fight in the backstage areas and stuff, and I like the cool finishers and things of that nature that you have in there with the slamming the door on people's heads and all this and that. But you know what? That same stuff was in Here Comes the Pain, and I was able to walk from the ring to the back, from the ring to the parking lot to Madison Square Garden to Times Square, whatever the fuck it was. WWE New York. I was able to walk to all that stuff, walk in the restaurants and stuff on SmackDown, I want to say SmackDown 2. So I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to leave the ring. I want my interests in a hardcore match, okay? I want to be able to come out to the ring, if you smell, come out, and then have my guys start off in the ring fighting Stone Cold or fighting Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, whoever, and then we fight our way to the backstage area, and we were able to go and choose wherever area we want to go to. That was huge for your games. That was huge. And Here Comes the Pain. It was huge in Shut Your Mouth. It was huge in SmackDown 2. And Just Bring It. Why did you take it out? It was huge. SmackDown 1 had it. It was huge. Put it back into the game. The game needs that. More matches that they need. I love the fact that you gave me Inferno match, but make it to the point to where there's some type of way that I can knock you off the turnbuckle and you land on the outside of the ring and I can jump over the fire. Because that's how it was, I believe, on the first Inferno match between Undertaker and Kane. Kane got knocked out to the outside or whatever. Or no, Kane I think jumped off the top rope and clotheslined Vader to the outside or some shit. And Undertaker bounced off the ropes and jumped on both of them with that, you know, that flying Undertaker dive that he does over the top rope. That was huge and that was sexy as hell. Put that in the game. Put that. Make it to where you can do that. I mean, I don't think that would be too big of a task to have it to where you can jump over or knock somebody over the flames without burning them. And make it some type of finisher where you throw them into flames and stuff. Not that tap this button at this time stuff, because that shit is whack and it's completely lame. Breaking point system for submissions. I listen, y'all brought it back. I hate it personally. I like it the SVR 2011 way, but hey, it is what it is. I can live with it. But yeah, that's it for Free Brawl. Royal Rumble. Okay, there's something about Royal Rumble that I like. I like the fact that you can have 6 people in the ring at the same time. I kind of wish it was 9, like the Dreamcast game Royal Rumble. You can have 9 in the ring at a time. But for Royal Rumble, make a special Rumble like No Mercy used to have, where I can have stables of 4 or stables of however many people. If it's 40-man Royal Rumble, I have a stable of 20 versus a stable of 20. Make it to where you can have team Royal Rumbles like No Mercy used to have. And let me edit the Royal Rumble to where if I want to have a 40-man Battle Royal where it's not over the top rope and it's pinfall or submission like I could in WWF No Mercy, then let me do that. That would be huge. That would be so fun to commentate. I would commentate the hell out of that. That would be incredible. Now, that of course I would understand if you couldn't put that online. But yeah, that needs to be fixed. Now, Match Creator. Okay, Match Creator, I think you guys can go better this year. I liked it. But for instance, when I go into Match Creator, if I want a Hell in a Cell, right? It's a Hell in a Cell singles match. But why not have a separate option instead of having it down here? We'll have a separate option up here somewhere that says, hey, you can have Extreme Rules weapons instead of just regular weapons. You got regular chair, sledgehammer, table, or you can have Extreme Rules and pull out what you want. Because do you know how huge it would be to have a ladder inside or on top of Hell in a Cell, which is another thing you guys need to do that has not been done since Hell in a Cell was put into video games. I believe in, I want to say, I don't think it was in SmackDown 1. It might have been. But it's been in there for a long time, that's the point. And there needs to be a way to bring weapons to the top of the cell. That has been long overdue. I want tables on top of the cell. I want a ladder on top of the cell to where I can rock bottom or sweet chin music or something onto a table or through a table or off a ladder and just have them fall through the announcer table and have a huge fall, worse than what Mankind had in '98. I want all of that. Okay, so that, I believe you can really change that up in Match Creator. I really do. And I mean, you can even have a special guest referee option in Match Creator also. You know what I'm saying? Buried Alive matches, or casket matches, or I Quit matches. All great matches that you guys took out that we would love to have back. Slobber Knocker matches. I love the Slobber Knocker mode. I loved it. Would love to have it back. Slobber Knocker was huge. Huge. Now, that's just for some of the matches and stuff. Now we go into the universe mode and things of that nature. And listen, I would like somewhat bigger match cards if you can. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like the match cards are terrible. The match cards are actually pretty good. I mean, even if you look at this match card, this is like a dream match card here. But I just want more with the universe, because let's just be real, the Attitude Era or Attitude mode, it sounds and it looks really great, but you only get to use 8 people, and I'm not even sure if you can have your created wrestler. But see, this is the thing that bugs me about it, because knowing the fact that I can only use 8 people, once I play it once with those 8 people each, the Attitude mode is irrelevant now, because all it is going to be a repeating process. It's going to be the same storyline over and over and over. Whereas Universe, you kind of have it to where random stuff happens at random times, which is cool and I like. But I just, like, I don't know, like, I just wish that you guys had more of a Here Comes the Pain like story mode that just went, listen, because if you can do Universe mode, okay, and I don't know how many years Universe mode can go, but you look at all this time and stuff here with the Universe mode and all that, okay, you have it go by the months, okay, just like Here Comes the Pain did, but you don't have no storyline, you don't have no dialogue, no text, you have nothing. So pretty much this is like, yes, and I hate to say it, but this is like Raw 2 story mode. You just wrestle until random shit happens. You want to interfere in this match? Okay, interfere in this match. So you just have them wrestle until random shit happens. And honestly, that's Raw 2. And you don't want to be Raw 2. You want to be WWE 12 and 13. So my thing is, if you're going to do this year-long Universe mode where random storylines happen, why not have text dialogue added to it? Because you have nothing added to it now. And I know you can add the text dialogue, because what else are you spending, like listen, you got Road to WrestleMania, okay? And let's just be real, I don't think anybody gives a shit about Road to WrestleMania. To be honest with you, I'm just going to be real. I don't think anybody cares about Road to WrestleMania. And the reason why is because you got 3 different story modes and this and that and blah blah blah, and that's all cool. You could be Triple H, or you can be the UK people, or you could be your people, whatever, WCW people, all that shit. But this is the issue. People don't really care, because once they're done with it, it's over. There's nothing left for you to do. Whereas Here Comes the Pain, it went whether you lost or if you won, and it didn't matter. It just, the storyline would either change, same with No Mercy, the storyline would either change, or, you know, it would feel like it changed, because it was never that repetitive. Nothing was ever looping like that. Like, you play this once, you start over, it's the exact same thing. I'm Triple H and I'm here to take the title and all that. Yeah, shut up. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So give us a Here Comes the Pain-like story mode. Now we're going to move on to these creations. And then just one more little tidbit. Like I said, if you really want to give us Here Comes the Pain story mode, or storylines and stuff like that, all you have to do is just add it to your Universe 3.0. That is all you have to do, is just add text dialogue to your Universe 3.0. It's that simple. This Universe is fun, it's just, I just really wish I knew what they were saying and why they were attacking certain people. But anyways, moving along to creations. Superstars. Now, you normally add a lot of good stuff to the Superstar and creation stuff like that. I really wish you would add more than just 2 Shawn Michaels entrance armors. Add like 6 of them bitches, because you know Shawn had a lot. And give Shawn that damn respect. Add a lot more of the stuff that wrestlers are wearing in the matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shawn doesn't wear the armor anymore. He wears the sleeves and the sides cut out. Okay, so give me 4 Shawn Michael armors. Give me 4 Undertaker coats. Give me you know, the Stone Cold vest. Give me the DX jersey. You see what I'm saying? And I understand I can make the DX jersey, but I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to. It should already be there. Create an entrance. I would really love it if you guys fixed your create an entrance to be like WrestleMania 19 on the GameCube. I can edit every single camera, every single light, every single whatever I wanted on WWE 19, WrestleMania 19. So I really wish you guys would take that kind of an angle. Give me 27 cameras for 27 different spots in the thing. Like, I want to be able to change the camera up so much. I want to be able to change my lights up so much, and stop having the DLC. Okay, for the last 4 years of your game, or however long, 3-4 years, whatever, you've had your DLC be able to be showcased and used on Create a Superstar Entrance Advanced. For some reason in WWE 12, I can't have Shawn Michaels and the Macho Man on Advanced. What if I want to have Macho Man on the ramp and have Shawn in the ring? I can't do it. I can't have my Shawn Michaels pyro in the ring like the Attitude Era had. So if you're gonna have Attitude Era, you gotta, you know, you gotta do those things. Movesets. Movesets, though, that you guys always add some kick-ass moves, so I'm not mad at that. Add the Koji Clutch, though. Add the Koji Clutch by Christopher Daniels. Yes, CM Punk, I'm giving that credit to Christopher Daniels because that's where you got it. But add that. Add the Koji Clutch. Add a. You guys did add a beautiful Shining Wizard from what I saw on WWE 13, so that's cool. But add some more stuff, man. Give me my Taz mission back. There's some moves that you guys took out that we want back. The Pounce. I know Marcus Corvon was there for a coffee break, but Marcus Corvon, aka Monty Brown, is a beast, and the Pounce is a hell of a move. And if you can have an SVR 2008, I don't see why you can't have it on this game. Just rename it. That's all you gotta do is rename it. It's already in a WWE game, okay? And all this time that Brock Lesnar was gone, y'all had the F5, so just, you know, just rename it. Now, I know there's some moves that's from Ring of Honor that you guys can't put in, like the Pepsi Twist and stuff like that. But give me the Cassius Ohno elbow, and make sure the NXT people are in the game, like Cassius Ohno and Seth Rollins, because yes, because they're beasts. Create a finisher. Now this would be really, really huge. Okay, let me create a back grapple finisher. Okay. So if I want to create that Zima Ion face buster where he goes from the backdrop and flips him into a face buster on his knee, that would be hot. Or let me create a submission. Okay? And you can just have all the submissions mixed up into the thing to where I can start off with a crossface but change it into the Koji Clutch or something, or start off with a single leg takedown and then have the guy sit up and try to punch me or something, and I counter and grab his arm and put him in an anaconda vice or something. I mean, you got all these run to finishers and stuff like that, and all these cool flip over the back and all this stuff. So I mean, that stuff that I just named is not hard to do. Back corner finishers, grabbing them from the back and just tossing them on their neck. I think you guys kind of have that, but I think you guys could do more with it. Because I know I've created a reverse Death Valley driver and stuff like that, but I think you can do more with it. So yeah, you know, let me create a ladder finisher. How about that? Let me create a brain buster off the top of the ladder, like Austin Aries. Let me just give him Austin Aries brain buster off the top of the ladder and just call it a wrap. Now, create a story. Create a story. I believe that there is more. I believe that there is more that you can add to create a story as far as segments. The last 3 years it's kind of been the same segments. You added some new ones this year, which is cool, but at the same time, I believe you can have more branching. I believe you can have a better screw job scenario. There, like my homeboy Jump said, there needs to be a wedding. There needs to be a wedding segment. That would be cool. An abduction segment, like the Ministry of Darkness onto Stephanie McMahon. That would be cool. Let me have a 4-on-4. Make a 4-on-4, you know, tag team match, or make a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. Let's just be real. Put that in the creative matches, so that way I can have stables come out and fight on here 5 against 5, and just have like an invasion, like a true invasion angle. Because if you look at your invasion angle, if we go mid-match, look at your invasion angle, okay? This to me does not really seem like much of an invasion. I mean, you got CM Punk getting the right hands, getting served on, and then what do you have here? Mason Ryan, and they're just kind of stomping out Orton. Then you got 2 more people run out, and this to me is not really an invasion. To me, this is friends from the back. And then what happens is it turns into the Nexus. This is a stable. This is a stable segment. That's what this is. This is a stable segment. I want it to be like 4. This is what you do, okay? You make it 4-on-5. You start it off with 4-on-5, okay? So say you got 5 WCW guys beating on 4 WWE guys. And then the hero of the group, of the segment, which in this scenario I'm putting Stone Cold Steve Austin, you have Stone Cold come out. I can cue his music on the thing because you have it like that, to where I can put the music and all that stuff on there. His music cues, and he comes out and he cleans house, and then you got some, like, you know, some finishers, maybe a choke slam or 2 or something like that from the other guys, and you just got Stone Cold just cleaning house. That would be cool. That would be a hell of a segment. Also, I believe that there needs to be more boss, like you need to have just like a boss or something type angles. Like, I understand you got this arrested and contract interrupt and all this stuff, and all this is great, but there needs to be more, like destroying the boss's car and all this and that, which I understand you got running over the limo or whatever, the Beamer, with the monster truck and stuff. But I want something directly for the bosses, like Vince McMahon's Corvette and Stone Cold in the cement truck or something. Or have the Zamboni. You're going Attitude Era. Have the Zamboni with Stone Cold come jump off over the top rope and clothesline Vince or something, and turn it into put it in creative story mode. Don't have it just in attitude mode. Put it in creative story mode so we can use something like that. You know how sick that would be to create our own stories, since that's what you guys pretty much want us to do, since you don't want to put Here Comes the Pain like storylines in there. More interview type stuff. Like more there's got to be more that you can do with interviews. I mean, you got basic single, basic tag, and I understand you have interview interrupt and stuff, but that gets so repetitive and so tedious sometimes when I create a story and we're talking, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be the champion, then somebody else comes out, it's like, yeah, me too, and they're standing in the exact same position, looking the exact same, and I try changing the camera angles, but it just doesn't do anything. It's the exact same motions, the exact same mannerism, so it gets really repetitive and boring. But there is more you can add to, you know, more backstage segments. You have a lot of cool segments, like, yeah, Undertaker arrives, okay? Undertaker, when he appears out of the ground or whatever, and he chokeslams the guy through the hole, and then when Chavo's sitting here talking shit, and you got him, you got Undertaker just randomly just fucking with the lights, and it's flickering, and then all of a sudden, you know, boom, Undertaker appears. That is sexy right there. I like this. However, have some stuff like that for the dead man backstage. Have it to where you're walking in the locker room or you're walking down the hallway and the lights are flickering, and then the guy turns around, sees nothing, and then he walks away, and you kind of got the camera in front of Chavo or whatever, and behind him you could just see Undertaker standing at the end of the hallway or something, and he was never seen. That would be cool. That would be really cool for like some dark, demented characters or whatever that I might create. That'd be amazing. Have some DX-like stuff in here too. I mean, you got the Union stuff and all this and that, and and the guys plotting, your stable plotting and all that, and that's cool. But have it to where I can have a group of people playing ribs on people. I want to be able to drop slime on people's face like DX did. I want to be able to set up like a tripwire and just have people trip in the hallway and fall on their face or something. I just want something goofy and something funny that'll be really entertaining to create a story mode. I think that would be huge. And yes, I may be asking for too much, people, and I understand that, but hey, I'm a hardcore WWE fan. What do you expect? But that's just some of the things you can add for create a story. Also some better stage segments too. Have somebody fight on the stage without getting knocked off. You know, just getting sweet chin music like Jericho did. Now, going back to creations, create an arena. Listen, I love everything that you guys added to create an arena. I really do. I really, really do. But at the same time, you guys left a lot to be desired, and this, I understand, was kind of a teaser because you guys are going to improve this from what I understand. All this, editing all this is amazing, but I'll tell you what. Make it to where we can edit the stage up there. Say if I want to spell out something, if I want to spell out WWE 13 or WGCW or whatever I want to spell out, CC Semtex, let me be able to spell it out with some WCW like stage letters or something, or some cool text or whatever. Let me be able to do that. I think there's more that you guys can let me do with the barricades. Let me add the old school announcer tables. What if I just want to have wooden tables like JR and King used to use way back in the day? Remember when Mankind got hit in the head with the stairs off the apron by the Undertaker and he fell through the announcer table and landed in like a hole? I'm not saying to add that in the game, but if you did, that'd be great. But let me add that. I mean, let me have just regular wooden Dudley-like tables if I want. You know, let me make it as ECW as possible, pretty much. Or let me make it as 1980s as possible when you had Gorilla Monsoon commentating with Bobby the Brain Heenan. They were on those tables. So let me have that. Titantron. Please let me change the Titantron at will. I want the Attitude Era Titantron, or if I want WrestleMania type Titantron, I want to be able to change that. The little billboards on the sides, let me be able to change that and add a paint tool to it, or whatever I want to it, and let me change that. Above the ring, how they got the little circle and the little TV prompter, let me be able to change that TV prompter. Maybe I want the WrestleMania 28 TV prompter that you guys had in the middle and that was glowing or whatever. Let me have that. The ramp. I'm an old school Attitude Era fan and pre-Attitude Era fan. So let me be able to change the ramp to just a flat aisle. I just want a flat aisleway. I may not want a ramp in stage. You know what I'm saying? Let me be able to change that. The stage, I think you guys can make the stage bigger. Also for the stage, add it to where I can throw somebody off the stage. Okay, like, let's just be real. Your stage isn't even that high. So if you guys could raise the stage up a little bit and make it a little bit higher, actually make it a lot higher, make the stage a lot higher, so if they do come walking down, the entrance looks better if the ramp is higher, because then they're coming down, you can see them coming down this big ramp and it looks like something. Right here, this just looks like a driveway. So make the stage higher and then let me throw people off the stage. Make a staircase or something on the side to where you can climb back up, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and all that stuff. And then let me change the entranceway, the gateway. Let me change that. Let me put the old school where it was just like Raw, where it just spelled Raw. You came walking out from the back of that. I would love to do that. It's so much stuff that I would love to change. The press boxes, the way the fans are arranged in the crowd. I would love to change all of this stuff. Of course, I understand you can't give me all of this and all this, blah, 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 and this is just me dreaming. But yeah, it would be really nice if I could change all of that. And you see on the sides of the Titantron where it's got that gold box kind of glitter stuff over there? Let me change it to where I can put WGCW down the sides, or CC Semtex down the sides, or YouTube / Little Boy CCTV down the side. That would be incredible. Matchup templates, there needs to be more, and not some. I mean, you have some cool ones. Like, really, the main one I use is probably that blue one, and this one with the little tombstone thingy. You know, you have about 4 good ones in here, but like the hearts, like, I mean, that's cool if you're a Divas person and you just use the Divas and stuff like that, and you have your own little Divas league or whatever you run on your universe and you change it to that. That's cool, but there needs to be more. There needs to be more. As a matter of fact, there needs to be somewhere you can add your paint tool to it. That would make it more unique. Let me make a versus screen with my own paint tool. That would be unique. I can use I understand I can make a versus screen with my Create an Arena, but let me use just a pure paint tool for a versus screen. Create a versus screen would be nice. Create a Titantron. You guys do a hell of a job on that. I don't see anything wrong with Create a Titantron. That's pretty sick in itself. Let me see. Create a championship. Create a championship needs to be back into this game. Create a championship is so freaking huge. For SVR 2008, that was like one of the main reasons why people played it. Create a championship needs to be back into the game. I want to be able to create my own title for Universe, my tag team titles, and that's another thing with the titles. I'm glad I just mentioned that too, because that just reminded me. Listen, when I go into schedule and I go into edit, I want to be able to change this tag team title. What if I don't want tag team titles? I should be able to have as many minor championships as I want. So, for instance, for Raw, say if I don't really use SmackDown, okay, and SmackDown has its 4 title set. For Raw, if I want to add more than 4, I should be able to. Or for SmackDown, if you like SmackDown. Or for NXT, if you like NXT, I should be able to defend titles on Superstars in NXT as well. But this is what I want, okay? And I'm pretty sure I'm speaking on behalf of all of the WWE Nation when I say this. I want 2 major titles, okay? Because we've got to stop doing this. We have got to stop doing this. Okay, I want 2 major titles. I want my WWE Championship, okay? I want my Intercontinental Championship, because you will not belittle the Intercontinental Championship to me, okay? The Intercontinental Championship is probably one of the, it is the second most prestigious, okay? Pat Patterson was the first person to hold it, and they made that title a fucking joke on the TV show, but don't make it a joke in the game, because it was huge in the Attitude Era, and it was huge after it, and it just really just started to get diminished as of late. So I want the WWF Championship or WWE Championship, call it what you want, I don't care. I want the Intercontinental Championship as the major title, as 2 major titles, okay? Because remember when the Power Trip had it, it was cool to hold the Intercontinental Championship, right? You had Stone Cold and Triple H holding them titles. It was cool to have that. But then I want either 2 or 3 minor championships. So if I don't, and then I want the tag. I don't really give a shit about the Divas. Let me be able to take the Divas out and replace it with another singles title. Okay, so for instance, I want WWF Championship, WWE Championship, Attitude Era, whatever you want to call it, Intercontinental Championship, European Championship, Hardcore Championship, Tag Team Championship, and the Women's Championship if I want. I should be able to, pretty much what I'm saying is add 2 more slots. 2 more slots to having a title. Give me another major title, another minor title, and at that point I'll have my Women's Championship, my Tag Championship, 2 minor, 2 major, and then I'll be really living in Attitude Era, because that European Championship, that Hardcore Championship was highly regarded in Attitude Era. Okay, so give me those back. I know you put them in the game and stuff, and I can make them a major title, but let's just be real. how realistic would that be if I took the United States title, okay, which I would put on SmackDown, and I would replace that with the European title, okay, that's the minor title, okay, and then so when I replace that title on SmackDown, okay, now I go to SmackDown, which I changed on mine to Over the Limit. That means that my minor title kicks out the Intercontinental title. See what I'm saying? So if you add those two spots, I can have the European and the Intercontinental title. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna make it the freaking make it over the World Heavyweight title. That's no, because you got this in brands. So you know, and have a better draft system in your universe too. Better draft system. Have it realistic where, I mean, I would prefer it if you did it like you did in Here Comes the, Shut Your Mouth, and just have two general managers come out and say this is who I choose. I would love that option as opposed to, okay, have a match, okay, this guy's going here now. I know that's what they do in real life, but the way it's done on the game is not nearly as good. So yeah, that's, you know, but that's pretty much it. But yes, put the created title back in. I would love to replace all these titles with my own created titles. I don't like the Trojan Man Condom tag team titles. That's what it is. Trojan Man Condoms. Look at the little Trojans on the thing. That's all. Yeah, the title sucks. John Cena and Raven formed a tag team. You see what I'm saying? You're not having these things is forming absolute chaos. When John Cena and Raven decide to tag team, that's when you know all hell is breaking loose and chaos is everywhere. So, having said that, you know, as far as options, you know, this is the final be all end all. As far as options, I know it's trying to go into a PG, like, it's a PG era, and there's no blood. And I know you guys put blood on it as an option in here, but you just started off with it off. When you do that in WWE 13, putting the blood in as an option, that's great, and I commend you for it. But make an option. This is just me thinking out loud. This is cool, a little option for me. Make an option to where I can have minor blood, normal blood, or excessive bleeding. I want to be able to have it go from Ken Shamrock's internal injuries, minor blood, to like freaking Triple H getting busted open, you know, normal blood, to Ric Flair or Stone Cold after that submission match with Bret Hart. I want it to be where there's blood everywhere and it's just leaking all over the ring. And I want the ring to be stained. I want the ring to be stained to where it looks realistic. Because when you drip blood on here and it starts dripping out profusely and stuff, that's cool, but it just disappears. I don't want it to disappear. I want it to stay there. I want it to be, I want to use the canvas as a blood paint canvas type of deal. I know it sounds sick, twisted, and demented, but hey, I don't recall Mick Foley and Cactus Jack and Triple H when they went at it. I don't call that blood disappearing. I don't call the blood disappearing when Austin and Brett went at it. Shawn and Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, I don't call the blood then disappearing. So, you know what I'm saying? Give me all of that. Give me all that shit. But anyways, this is like a 45-minute video, people. I'm sorry that this took so long. Like I said, I did not know it was going to take this long. And there's a lot more I could go in depth with. I just really didn't want to make this long of a video. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let me see, we are at 44 minutes, so let me throw one more thing in there. One more thing. WWE Shop, okay? If I purchase your game, this is just my opinion. If I purchase your game, I should not have to buy online access. And I know that you guys have the little code in the case, but sometimes I hear from people that watch me, YouTube subs, that their code didn't work, or they didn't get the code at all. So just don't even have this as an option. I don't think But if I'm paying for premium, listen, if I'm paying for Xbox Live Premium, okay, this is $60 a year or whatever, okay? If I'm paying for this premium, I should be able to play any game online premium. I mean, I'm paying premium to play premium. I'm paying Xbox Gold to play a game on Xbox Live, but I have to pay the people of the game to play their game online. That doesn't make sense to me. I think that that should just be free and you should just be able to get on and play if you want. Period. Period. All the unlockables and all this stuff, that's cool. But don't give us stuff that people that's already in the game. Okay? If they're already in the game, like don't do that. Like this right here, this could have just been a secondary attire to Kane already. I don't even understand why this was even purchasable. I mean, yeah, just stop it. If you knew The Rock was gonna be in the game and you knew he was gonna have his own cover, why was he DLC? He shouldn't have been DLC. He should have already been in the game. You see what I'm saying? Christian's attire should have been already in the game. But that's it. That's it. So, having said that, I want to thank you guys for watching this 46-minute video on WWE 12 and what I hope WWE 13 would be. Some of the things that it should add that is highly needed to make their game incredible, like Here Comes the Pain was, because let's just be real, that was like one of your last good games. As a matter of fact, I'll give you SVR 2007 was really your last good game. So as a whole, it was your last good game. So just, yeah. So hopefully people watch this from THQ, or hopefully you guys will watch it and chime in and let me know what you think. Hit a like or hit a subscribe or something like that. Until next time, I will see you next time. It's your boy CC Semtex, and I'm out. Peace.